I'm extremely excited today to be receiving an honorary degree. It was completely unexpected. So I've always felt a little bit of imposter syndrome. I've always felt slightly inadequate, that I don't have an academic background. So for an academic institution to realise that I've still got a lot of worth in this subject has really meant a lot to me and has chipped away at some of those insecurities that I have. It would probably surprise a lot of people to know that I left school at 16. I went to a good school, it was a good private school, and then I went to college to study musical theatre, so I always wanted to be a performer. And then I sort of went into musical theatre. In fact, I did come to Wolverhampton doing Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and then I sort of fell into presenting and then fell into wildlife presenting, and then my career sort of blossomed from there. So I've learned as I've gone along, and my passions have grown with the programmes that I've done. But I don't have any science background. It really is something that I've learned as I've gone on this path, really. Oh, career highlights, I've got so many. I think the Really Wild show is the programme that is always just really sort of close in my heart. I did it for so long, I did it for 14 years, travelled all over the world, meeting incredible people, learning about such a huge variety of wildlife, and that really cemented me, I think, as a wildlife presenter. Obviously now I do Springwatch, Autumnwatch, Winterwatch, and have been doing that for a long time, so that's been a very large part of my career as well. The programmes that I won a BAFTA for Michaela's Wild Challenge as Best Children's Presenter, so obviously that means a lot to me as well. And I think programmes like Orangutan Diaries, Elephant Diaries that I did for the BBC got me very close to animals I love. Orangutans are one of my favourite animals. So there are so many highlights. I mean, too many to mention, but those are just a handful of them. Do you know, I made a plan, and I had a plan when I was young, that I was going to go into musical theatre and I was going to be a performer. I think it's really good to have a plan, but I think it's really important to understand that that plan will probably change. And what I always tell my own son is grab opportunities, grab them and go with them, because you can always say, yeah, I tried it, it's not for me. Actually, thanks very much, I'm not going to do it anymore, and go back to your plan. But if you don't grab the opportunity and go with it, you will regret it. I've grabbed opportunities all the way along my path. My path went like this, then it went like this, then it went like this, then it's gone all over the place. You know, who would have thought somebody that presented a late night music show called The Hitman and Her would then end up presenting a British wildlife programme, Springwatch, and then would get an honorary degree in science. You know, life is interesting. Life is full of opportunities. Grasp them, go with them. Be prepared to change your plan.